You've mentioned a couple of times the training, the fighting, the gym training. I'm curious, knowing Mark, you know, has any of that stuck? Like, what have you retained from spending time with Damon's guys and with Mark Twight in the gym?
You know Mark, do you? He kicked me out the gym towards the end, 2 weeks prior to the finish. Yeah? Do you want to pass on a message for me? I'll tell you afterwards. You can relay that for me. I mean, fair play. He did a job, I feel, and the end product I was satisfied with. He kicked me out the gym, man. 2 weeks prior to the end. Do you remember that?
Mm.
Swine.
I had such a great experience with those guys. I mean, I guess the thing I've taken away is there's no shortcuts, and it's just hard work. And if you're not nearly throwing up, then you're not working hard enough. And there's no easy shortcut. And there was a great saying that Mark told me where he said, you know, it's not that hour in the gym that you got to worry about. It's that other 23 hours, you know. And you know, he was just so supportive, and he worked. He absolutely nailed me to the bone, and but it got the results, and you know, was able to move authentically as a soldier would, and I cannot speak highly enough of Damon Carrow and his boys for, you know, turning us into sort of pompous actors when we rocked up to, you know, making us look like we could really, you know, do the job. And you know, those stunt guys were phenomenal and so supportive and did an incredible job of not only making us be able to move like that, but to do it safely. And you know, everyone went home with all their teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were in there with experts, you know, real top of their game, sort of. You know, kind of across the board as well. You know, real athletes, very inspiring, I found. I probably should have worked in hindsight harder in the gym. I guess that's why I was kicked out in the end. So I probably have to take some responsibility for that, like, but certainly the stunt training anyway, the kind of conditioning they had as in core strength and flexibility. I've not touched my toes in years, man. And you know, I'm able to file them, I'm back to being a pompous actor now, I guess. Painting them and all sorts, man.
That's great. No, time for one more?
Yeah.
One more? So the story, the actual story of this battle, the Grecian-Persian Wars, it's over 2,000 years old. What makes this story contemporary still, even though we're telling about something that happened so long ago?
I think the thing that makes it contemporary is the common idea of fighting for what you believe in and fighting for you know, freedom and maybe facing you know, being faced with tremendous odds and being able to overcome them, which is, you know, probably going to go on for the rest of time. And you know, it certainly feels like people can relate to the struggles that these characters are having, and that in that they are, you know, it's particularly the Athenians. They weren't born and bred to fight like the Spartans were. They're farmers, they're blacksmiths. They just want to grow old with their children, and they're forced to go up against this incredible army that's extremely well trained, and you know, they managed to face that, and I just think people can relate to that in this day and age.
And I don't think anyone's ever shot it in the same sort of style, you know, groundbreaking. I don't think anyone's ever seen, you know, that scale of war, combat, shot, you know, with that level of cinematography, you know. You're able to get really in amongst it, and I felt, especially watching our version too. I mean, that was apparent the first time round, but you know, it really defies conventional filmmaking, I feel, to be able to, you know, in some cases do what perhaps one day was considered impossible. I feel really proud to be a part of that.